Hey Kingsman, welcome back to another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle. Sounds like my voice just squawked there. That was hilarious. I this is kind of a more reassurance that I am not leaving NTW3 out of the picture yet, or ever, to be honest. This game's too amazing, and today is no exception. This is a 4v4. This is a Bavaria, Denmark, 11-point France, and 10-point France going up against Sweden. You have 9-point Sweden, you have a 10-point Russia, a Prussia 9, actually 2 Prussia 9s. So, very interesting battle. I love Prussia 9. So, I also love Bavaria, so I got factions on both sides that are amazing. If any of you guys have seen my streams, I spam a massive Prussian build. It's like 20 units. You can bring 20 line infantry. Decent morale, decent shooting, and just overwhelm the enemy. Today, though, they are bringing a lot more light infantry, along with their line infantry. Not as many square bulls, but that is okay. They're bringing some of their grenadiers. Trying to make sure the cav, because the cav is kind of spreading out here. Honestly, looking like Sweden is going to start falling back, because they do not like those odds. You got an 11-point France here. 11-point brings a lot of massive infantry units. Got some grenadiers of the line, as well as 61E, 2 of those, 2 25E, 3 25E, some 85, 72, 72, 72, 85 Trilliers, and then some big guns. We got some 12-pounders and 4-pounders. The thing about Sweden is they bring a lot of elite infantry. Now they're bringing some landwehr of a sort. Bringing Grens, which they're very good for. Here's some guard in the back. And line infantry, more Grens, some lights infantry, maybe some skirms, yep, way in the front. And 3-pounder, I hear some artillery, so we're going to go up here and see what they are shooting at. Artillery bouncing here, I'm assuming that is a Russian artillery that is shooting. Now the other French player, 10-point Spain. Now Spain is kind of one of those finicky factions. Sometimes they do really well. You can bring a good mixture of line infantry that can square. Not sometimes you can spam a massive build, but they can't square a lot. They seem to have brought a good mixture, actually. I like this army. More units over here. So they're combat gen and some of these Guard of Paris units. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. We, of course, will see what the coalition is bringing in a second. I do believe we are starting to see some of the Swedish infantry moving up. They're basically a discount UK. Don't tell me I said that. Now, they're not discount UK. They have some really good infantry as well. Some better cav. They actually can bring some like heavies as well. Now, I may fast forward because this battle is taking a very long time to start. And we don't want to waste time here. We have some Tresieres from Sweden. Now Prussia. Now Prussia 9, I have had interesting builds with them. So I'm kind of curious what both these Prussia 9 troops are bringing. They definitely have the mass on the Imperial side here, which is going to be, well, they got to well utilize that. Wow, if I, oh, no, we got a cav charge. Stop, Kingston. Okay, so we have Russia getting very aggressive here, maybe trying to tease the French into attacking here as they're pushing with Ulani Dragoons. They have the Cuirassiers in the front here with some more Ulani, more Dragoons, and then more Prussian Cuirassiers and Landwehr. Although maybe it looks like they are scaring back the French and then going for Bavaria. Bavaria is moving back their Chevaliers, their Dragoons. Their skirms are going to get caught out. I'm predicting that right now. France needs to shift over troops as now Prussia and Russia are hitting them here. Oh boy. This is bad. This is so bad. The general is sitting up here too. This is really bad. The general needs to get out of there before Prussia just runs all over them. Now, France is not responding at all. Bavaria has been hung out to dry at the moment. They have some cav over here. Denmark is, of course, sending over some cav to help support. We did see the Chevaliers break some Landwehr Ulanen, some very cheap units. Ulani now going in as well, and look at this. So now Russia and Prussia have both lost cav so far, only ones. Now, there's still some skirmishers who could be getting out of there. I think you can almost hear the panic in the game from Bavaria, as now they're like, oh my gosh, I can breathe again. Getting some volleys off in the Ulan and running back. I'm totally eating dinner while I'm watching this video, so I'll apologize if my talking sounds weird. 3-pounders though for Denmark. So these guys are going to try to take some pot shots at the Cav as they withdraw here, as this is going to be yet another interlude. Interestingly enough, Cuirassiers fell back against that Cav. They had Dragoons here. I think they're worried about getting overwhelmed by the numbers of Prussia. Now, we do have France advancing on their own here. I would not be surprised if these guys all of a sudden face off against Russia in 2 Prussian armies, and that is the ultimate worst thing you could ever have happen to you. Because Prussia and Russia can bring so many men in 2 Prussias. Oh no, there's 2 of them. That'd just be an awful thing. Now we do see Russia. Russia does have some infantry in the woods here. I'm going to pause for a second. I apologize, guys. I feel like I need to drop my movement speed down. I'm just all over the place. Dang it. I should not have done that. Oh well. Sadly, I screwed up my camera. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, guys. And we are back. Don't ever, ever, ever mess with the settings of your controls. That is one thing I just learned. I should know that. I do know that, and I still did it. So, we're back, guys. I may have fast forwarded a little bit longer than before, but nothing really happened. Russia moved over here, and Prussia is now showing up here. So, France may be getting overwhelmed here. It looks like it's just mainly landward, though, at the moment. Disclaimer at the moment, because you know there's Prussian line infantry. There they are, the musketeers. Well, they disappeared, but they are going to be advancing here. In France, actually, maybe needing, 11-point France to join them. They do have a strong position. They did take the LOC, and they do have artillery set up. 4-pounders. Gonna start probably tearing some holes in the French or the Russians. Missed the sappers by a mile. Over here you can see that the Russians have a very interesting setup of infantry. And let's see if I can read some of these. I'm starting to study a little bit of Swedish, so let's see if I actually can... Nah, I haven't learned that yet. I haven't learned this much yet. Eventually. Oh, this is Finnish infantry, I do know that. Finland. Because if it's Sweden, like whatever the country is, they always say the country, then there's an SK at the end. Like Engelska. Or Swedenska. You know, something like that. I'm probably still butchering it. But a lot of militia that Sweden is bringing here. But they're going to square up against Bavaria and, well, a little bit of Denmark. So a good rivalry on that side. It should be exciting to see who takes that field. Russia is pushing out here, which is actually something I would love to see if I was Denmark. Because if they set up here in a V, you can attack them at the point right here. And if they don't, if they set up here, then you can still push on the flank with Bavaria and Denmark, and French can push over here. Now France, I'm legitimately concerned. Is this 2 Prussian armies, or oh no, is there a Prussian army over here? Where is Prussia? You know, that's the question you need to ask. There's a Prussian general here. Is there a Prussian army that's gonna pop in right here? Because that would be very bad. You have a Prussian army fixing to have a standing line battle, which they will always do well in. That's the #1 rule of Prussia, is if you catch in a line battle, Prussia will win. If you aren't aggressive with your cav on Prussia, Prussia will win. Now this looks like 2 Prussian armies. And this possibly is doing... Oh, hold that thought, because we have some artillery. Oh no. And the artillery just got executed, sadly. And his cav... Hold on. This cav got their butts out of there. they got them out of there. I don't think they lost a single man. Oh, they lost 3. But they took out an artillery piece. A huge victory. It was so silent. But here we go. France is forming up here. It's got the 4-pounder. Russia seems to be very happy to advance. To take some losses, possibly. I guess we will see if they truly are up to the task. We got some artillery setting up back here. A large artillery piece, 5 guns, so that will probably start to even the odds. The odds forever in their favor. Sweden seems to be now squaring up against Bavaria. I honestly don't know who's going to win this one. If they both square up and start firing at each other, I don't know. I think Sweden has better accuracy, possibly, and some better morale. That's about it. Numbers are pretty even on that side. Now, we do have massive, thick Prussian lines. Look at this. I think both Prussian armies are here. They're just, yeah, they're just forming up here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Prussia. You got it there. Yeah, they're just pouring out here. They have cav on the side. Totally okay with taking on one French player here. That's going to go terribly. Now, the fight is happening over here, where Denmark is definitely has the number advantage at the moment. Able to pour in some solid volleys here. Artillery is going to start really evening the odds. That's probably why they opened the gap, so they need to get some cav. Oh my goodness, they're going to focus down these Jaegers. This is going to start really telling on the Denmark line. Now, hopefully France is going to apply some pressure. They should be pushing up here to support this faction, forcing them back, and honestly, maybe going for the artillery pieces. I think friendly artillery may have hit some of his Russians. But yeah, they're going to fall back their Jaegers here. And look at the line battle that is taking place along the whole side. We do have Bavaria now. Looks like possibly starting to, yep, let's get some volleys off. We have Sweden happy to engage. A lot of militia actually right here. So meat shield, maybe while they move up some of their better infantry. They do have some reserves, the Life Sea Guard. Oh, do we have a cav charge? Oh, it looks like we may have some infantry. Yes, we did have a cav charge. So dragoons smashing into some of the Denmark infantry that could not form square. More cav is starting to move up. I would be concerned if I saw that. Your artillery maybe is going to need to get out of there, and you may need France to help out. Oh no, where did France go? Oh no, France just left. Denmark is fighting probably Prussia and Russia because Prussia and France are now fighting this out. But instead now, Denmark is getting hit really hard by some dragoons. Oof. We do have artillery smashing down, though. These guys have probably fired their last volley. They are not going to get out of there. As now the Russian cav is just going to pour in here.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Some line infantry left, but we have some cuirassiers. Line infantry probably going to charge in as well. Some solid volleys, though, from the 3-pounders. And they actually broke some more Ulani. And now bayonets going in. Oh, we do have some Prussians charging, skirmishers, and cav. So they were able to make a very solid cav charge there. Bavaria seems distracted. Bavaria should be using the weight of their numbers to start swinging around the flank here. They broke the whole side of Bavaria almost. France is pulling out some of their, or Russia starting to pull out some of their cav. Russia and France now going to have a massive line battle along this entire side. We maybe have some cav engaging here. Now, Prussia has a lot of cav, but the dragoons of the 10-pointer maybe are going to be able to be too much for them, as General Suchet, or as I better like to call him, Suck It, he's going to start fighting there. As they're going to start just standing in a line battle, which I think Prussia can win. Over here, it's just bayonet and cav charges, one after another here. Ulani in Denmark is just struggling to hold it together here. They can still hold, though. They are not outgunned yet. France can still do this. Now, artillery sitting way back here is going to start probably taking pot shots maybe at these cuirassiers. We do have Cav, though, rushing up here. Yep, and some squares starting to form here. We got more Cav. Some land we're going to show up here, maybe try to flank these. Oh, no, these Cav are getting caught out. Over here, it looks like Sweden's actually trying to overwhelm Bavarians. And maybe doing an excellent job of it. As Bavaria actually looks like they're going to start falling back, so hopefully Sweden does not let them fall back. They're going to push them. Don't keep firing. Yeah, there we go. Start pushing. In fact, push right here. You can cut off a ton of troops all at once here. Be very, very deadly. Denmark's still holding on this side. They have a very interesting formation. France isn't really pushing here, but looks like Prussia and Russia maybe were trying to push back the French Cav. On this side, it is getting deadly close here. With the line infantry double stacking troops working very well for the Prussians, though their lines are going to hold and they will patch this up. You see now they're wavering and they're going to reform their lines as France definitely started pushing on this flank here. Got a lot of Cavs still on the side. This is going to pop off at some point. I know it, but you know it's taken a while here. Russia does not really want to engage. They don't. They know that there's a general here, and there's some really good quality units here. Prussia actually is going to have getting their flank turned. Very wise of France here. Oh, look at Prussia. They're going to sacrifice these units. These are landwehr, so, you know, they may get a really good volume, though. And being so large, they're probably going to really start telling on the French line. Over here, it's very stagnant. No one's winning. No one's probably going to win this until this fight is over. Now we do have more Prussians charging in here, going for lines that cannot form square. These are just hussars and Ulanen and lancers and lights, but they are engaging an entire line here. And now they're going to go back. They're just trying to distract Denmark, maybe keep them from being able to push up here while their allies get back. So now Russia looks like they're falling back using the LSC to kind of be around. More Cav, maybe going for a general here. Probably not going to work here. Denmark did send over some of their Cav, which they're probably regretting that now, but they have reformed their lines as Sweden is going to start pushing up here. And going to start firing solid volleys, sending the lead downrange. I've got some skirmishers here who should be, honestly, sending some lead downrange as well, as these skirmishers probably are. And looks like finally Prussian Cav did break. They didn't break anyone. Some more Russian Cav maybe was trying as well. Over here, it looks like Russia actually is holding decently well here. France, oh, you got a bayonet charge maybe? That's gonna break them. So France still pushing along the side here. Prussia trying to just hold. Prussia's just trying to do their best to hold here. They're about to have some massive routing. Okay, so we do have, Russia going in with the cuirassiers, taking out the artillery. This artillery is going to be deadly. Oh, Russia. But Denmark is starting to really crash and burn as Prussia just keeps hitting them. Prussia keeps hitting them. Russia keeps hitting them. Bavaria just keeps... They need to go back, not sideways. Look at this. They're just going to get shot to pieces while they're marching.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, Denmark is really feeling the full fury of Russia as this heavy cav is... Oh, no, we got some more cav now. Finally, the cuirassiers is going to get into this action with the dragoons. Artillery going to back this one up, and they do have some more cav sitting back here. These cuirassiers are going to need some inspires to start bolstering up here, but Russia is really struggling here now. They have a lot of cav, but their infantry just can't hold.
This battle is almost done.
So you can see that France is doing an excellent job of flanking, but they need to start pushing a lot more aggressively because this fight over here in the center could easily be a split for Denmark if they're not careful. You can see France is actually very close. And these are just land where basically an equivalent, and Russia is in melee. Russia in melee is not that good. Now, Denmark does have another part of their army sitting here. They can start pushing up. They're going to be going against some better Russian line infantry here. Bavaria, look at this. They have a whole side. They should be swinging this way. Grab these 3 units and just swing them this way. Force them to have to reform and start pushing the flank. They're isolated. Denmark is Denmark can defend your flank. Put all these units here. Just push them up here and push the infantry up here. Maybe use Bavarian cav to push on this artillery position. Maybe that could easily. Now we do have maybe a cav charge. No, you have a ton of cav here. Be defensive and then send some cav on this side. You know, couldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, we do have a cav engagement here. Some dragoons on both sides fighting here. Prussia getting more Russian cav going over here. I don't know if they're going for a flank, but Prussia has definitely fallen back. Prussia not doing as well. We had a general in the front lines for a second. A lot of cav. Oh, France should charge right now. See, I don't know why they're not engaging. There's no heavies. Oh, here we go. Some cav gonna go in. Prussia may try to charge this cav and try breaking them, but France is starting to pick away at this line here. Yeah, they're gonna go in here. Some dragoons easily gonna maybe pick off these dragoons, get a flank charge on them, attack them in the rear, and force them to fall back here. Russia maybe actually trying to go for a flank here as France maybe is going to commit. No, they're going to fall back. Bavaria looks like... Oh, no. So Sweden did a cav charge. Looks like they were able to decisively beat the Bavarians in Denmark cav, and now they are going to start turning the Bavarian flank as Bavaria has very few squareable line infantry. Denmark is still pushing here as... this Prussian army is holding the line, while this Prussian army is trying to retreat in good order. Not being very successful here. And I like how Prussia here has not budged. It's just this Prussian army that is budging. Now, this is a problem. Look at this artillery setting up, infantry setting up, just ringing, just starting to fire on this one side right here. In fact, this is a morale debuff, having a flank facing the enemy who's firing at you, so that's a problem for Prussia. Bavaria needs to do something besides sitting here. They are sitting ducks here as, look at this, here we go. Here it is. Heavy cuirassiers are gonna just slice apart. And now infantry is gonna move up here. This could be the beginning of the end of Bavaria, as even more cavs now going to start charging and going for the general. Bavaria is trying to form up their infantry. They have some Denmark, Ulanen rushing over here. Yeah, here we go. We got a general getting charged. He's going to get it out of there, but yeah, Denmark's going to get, or sorry, Sweden's going to get very close and probably start breaking Bavaria. Denmark over here is pushing on Russia, and in fact, doing a decent job of it. Oh, we have this cav charge, but I missed again. Oh, France definitely overcommitted here. I think the numbers of Prussia are starting to tell here. Just being so aggressive, and France, I think, got greedy. And France is actually going to probably lose all their cav on this side. Maybe not. We do have some hussars maybe going to chase down, yep, the cav here. They could have gotten those guys back to the square, but instead they are going to get charged probably in the back, and Prussia is going to start winning. They're going to start winning a little bit here, folks. Oh, here Russia and Denmark are still fighting. We got some cav clashing here. I think it's starting to shift in favor of the coalition here. We do have Denmark pulling up some of their Gren's lifeguard and doing some bayonet charges here, trying to break the Russians. Jokes on them. Russia's about to hit the reverse, slap down that reverse Uno. So now that Prussia has the cav advantage, looks like they are, yeah, they're just reforming. So basically that flank is not working very well. Maybe France wasn't aggressive enough, I don't know. But I would say Prussia and Russia are doing well. Denmark is almost gone. Over here, Bavaria managed to hold it together. surprisingly well. They did lose some line infantry, I think, but not a ton. So they are holding it together still. General inspiring the men, 2 feats of bravery, and now they're pushing on this flank, but Sweden has some artillery sitting right here, some 6-pounders that are going to start blasting away at them. Sweden and Denmark is starting to push on a weak French, or not French, my goodness, a weak Russian flank. At the same time, though, they are losing in the center here, which means that Russia's going to start turning on France's flank. Now, Prussia probably is feeling pretty good just standing here. We do have some cuirassiers from the 11-point France moving over this direction, maybe trying to retake the initiative with some dragoons. I don't think France has enough. Oh, we do have some cav, though, going in for a square, going for units that cannot form square here. This is a good angle to attack here, but I think a general is going to inspire his men. And, oh, we have a flank of some Landwehr Ulanen. We're going to go with the flank of these cuirassiers. And France may lose their heavy cav. Denmark is now getting surrounded by Swedish cav. We did have some cav from Bavaria try to go for the artillery. Bavaria is pushing up now, but it's kind of too late. And look at this, Bavaria is starting to have some flanks done by the Sea Guard. So these guys are going to start to slowly, bit by bit, turning the flank of Bavaria. Sweden also in the back lines of Denmark, and I think Denmark is basically gone. There is a huge break by the Prussians, as that cuirassier unit is almost gone, but they did what they could to break tons. Let's see, how many units was this? 4 or 5 units of Prussian line infantry. So France still has a chance here. A very large chance with the artillery in position as well. They have a chance to really make a difference here and keep pushing. But they have to hurry because Russia and the rest of this Prussian army are going to start pushing up here. Honestly, I think that probably Bavaria and Sweden are going to exhaust each other. We'll see. But you still have that Karl Johan Fleetwood Sea Guard sneaking around in the back lines. You can see the morale starting to kind of waver for Bavaria. We have some cav sitting up here getting shot. Bavaria needs to, I don't know. They're actually doing some good. They're shaking because this is militia after all.
Our men are running, sir.
Denmark has a small amount of units left here. Poor Denmark. They took on so much. They took on basically Sweden, Russia, and Prussia. But look at this line. Once again, repositioning here. Artillery from Russia actually is going to be getting in here, leaving this flank open so they can start firing here. And France is still looking good. Now their units are starting to get small,
Our men are running, sir.
starting to lose men. But they are pushing victoriously so far. And Prussia is just kind of... Hey, look at this artillery even moving up. They just keep moving. And Prussia just can't stop. But here comes Prussia and probably Russia. Going to start swinging on the flank. And artillery going to be just firing, focusing on this center here. France is going to have to do something about that. They have some cav moving up possibly. So at this point, it is 2 battles. One over here where Bavaria is starting to really lose. Their infantry are, starting to break as Sweden is just going to go around the flank here. There won't be much of Sweden probably left. Maybe, we'll see. They still have a good army though. So if they can use their cav strategically to break the morale, not the men, but the morale of Bavaria, they can win this without taking heavy casualties because they may need it. As you see, that cav charged in, trying to go for the guns. Did they take the guns? Not yet. They're wavering.
Our men are running, sir.
So, we got a line infantry going so close. Nope, bayonet charges everywhere. And, Russia just had a massive break here. Russia. Yikes. Prussia is just starting to mass rout from this fight here. And maybe if Bavaria can sell their lives dearly and take out a ton of Sweden, France can win this, because France is being very victorious now. The death throes of Prussia. France is starting to push, they're starting to get victorious, they're starting to feel like they can do this. And this side of the Prussian army is going to start falling back. And honestly, that's all they have to do. They have to fall back to their ally, who is, oh my goodness, maybe about a mass rout Bavaria. I'd bayonet charge this. Get these two guys and just bayonet charge it. But Bavaria is getting charged in the back by cav, getting volleyed in the front by infantry. I think they're about to break. The end is nigh. I mean, look at this. You can bayonet charge it. Maybe even militia, but you can bayonet charge the square. Ooh. Oh, yeah, the general for Bavaria has died. And that's probably going to start bringing mass rout to Bavaria, and Sweden is going to be able to reinforce, and I think France is going to start dying. Unless they can mass rout all of Prussia, this battle is going to be over for them. Maybe. LC-wise, no one's really taken any houses. There's the one that was taken over here, though not anymore. And there's the one in... where was it? Oh, well, we have Prussia going in on a cav charge. Some cuirassiers going to go in. And I think the flank charge hopefully will work, as these cuirassiers are going to engage each other in a flank of land where Ulanen going in, but then of course there's a backup of dragoons going on that flank as well, and I think Prussia's actually going to lose their cav. Not looking to... oh, they've kind of disengaged a little bit. Please tell me that's... oh, we got some dragoons here. They can go over and help. But yeah, Prussia has definitely broken. Bavaria is gone. They may have some units come back, but now Sweden is going to be able to shift over. Russia and Prussia are forming up by this town, getting them a second to rest and consolidate here, as France is going to start advancing. Not a whole lot left. And the good news is this meat shield can work both ways. If these guys are trying to reload and France gets there, they'll probably hit a lot more of these routing units versus the actual units of the Prussians. You see, they're making these guys drop. I guess it goes both ways. Use it to reposition if you need to, you know? Just use it to reposition. Where's Sweden? So Sweden is starting to move up here with what's left of their army. We do have Russia over here. They're trying to probably go for this flank to help secure it, as Prussia is going to start getting pushed on the flank. This battle, it looks like it's going to be almost over. Still close, though. Prussia could still have a mass rout on this side, then France would just cave in on this side. So both sides got to be very cautious here. Reserve musketeers in the front lines now. I think France feels like they are close to a breakthrough, but they better be careful. This could be a rout as well. Now, they are pushing on a flank here. Prussia is very, very, very in a very dangerous predicament. In fact, France has gotten very close here. And hopefully Sweden can come over and help reinforce the side, because Prussia is just mass and routing once again. But Prussia's actually holding pretty well on this side, I will say. And the flags are still flying for most of these regiments, so the flag bearers lead a charming life. We have the generals in the center discussing their tactics and plans, where they're going to dispatch different units. We do have now Sweden going to start hopefully pushing on the flank here. Thankfully, they still have troops. Otherwise, it would be over. And Bavaria had a couple units come back. So these guys could create a distraction. Let them rest up because they'll be very tired. They're like trying to help their wounded. Where are all their comrades? Got shot and stabbed. We do have Cav still in play for both sides. Not as much, but is still in play. Actually, looks like in the town, this has some line infantry who are gonna start probably breaking some French line infantry. This town kind of being the center point of this battle on both sides. We do have artillery setting up here. Gonna start pounding away, and that honestly is probably gonna even the odds on this fight. What is this? What do we have here? We have some Prussian hussars sneaking around the flank. You're gonna try to go for Claude Victor Perrin. We'll see. We do have Sweden now moving up here. I don't know, guys, who can win this. Who will win this? It's too close yet. Oh, we do have, oh, look at this. We have some dragoons for Russia charging on a flank here, maybe trying to break and cut this line in half. Bayonet charge going in as well. Maybe Russia gonna commit for the bayonet charge. And France needs to be very cautious here. They could be cut in two. Oh, look at this. We got some cav rushing it as well. They could go in for a flank. Are they going to go for the artillery? There's two artillery pieces sitting right here. Run them back around here and then go in for the artillery. Come on. Oh, man. A bayonet charge. Russia's pushing out, guys. Russia is going fully into this. They are committing here. Cav now going to get out of here. Russia and Prussia have cav here. We do have some hussars moving up, but then of course we have some dragoons moving up. This may be the push. This may be the push that the coalition needs to push against France. We do have more cav on charge again. Some hussars v hussars. And some dragoons are going to probably try to charge in the back of. Oh no! France is having a massive break as now Russia and Prussia are pushing out. This is it. This is the one strategy that may save this game. Look at this. They're using the road. They're pushing troops out quickly to get and protect both sides. France is now going to have to send more troops to the side to stem the massive gash in their line that is just bleeding. It is just gushing blood. Okay, enough about the blood. This cav needs to move over here, but that means that now some cuirassiers of Sweden are going to start moving up here. And man, this is getting intense. This is getting good. Look at this. Russia going in for bayonet charges, going for some infantry that have formed square. Units now charging in. Russia can definitely try to win this, as now cav is going to go in as well. But yeah, look at this. We have some cav charging against the cuirassiers, so some dragoons. I know that Prussia still has some of their cuirassiers, but are they going to go around the flank here? Yep, Sweden start pushing on France. France is running out of troops that they are trying to defend two sides at once. This corner, actually, oh, there's the heavies. So heavies from, oh no, the FIM. It's too horrible to watch. The FIM is going to kill them. So France still has some cav here, so they could definitely do some damage. This is a heavy 65 men left, but Russia is just going down the line. And Prussia is just holding their ground still, trying to pour in volleys. Russia maybe exhausting any troops they have left. But did they do enough damage? That is the question, because they are, well, they're basically gone. We have a General Dmitry Duktorov running away. Prussia maybe going to help save him. Man. Look how small of a unit these are. Oh, these are truly airs, that's why. These guys can hold forever. But the gash has still been made. The hole has been forced, but France is coming back with reinforcements, so Prussia needs to really start pushing here. But we do have that cuirassier unit, and oh, we do have some Swedish cav. What are they doing? What are they doing? Are they going to go for this flank? Are they going to try crushing this side? We are seeing a lot of Prussia focusing right here. As, oh, yeah, Sweden Dragoons going to go for the flank. Yep, hit these guys in the back. Ooh, that's going to cause a massive morale. An allied general has died. Oh, no. This is going to go terribly. This is going to be a mass break on this side. Look at the morale. And France over here did a bayonet charge against Prussia. All or nothing. They have a cav support, and they are actually breaking Prussia so far. Massing up, focusing tons of units on one unit. Sounds kind of like a block. I'm just kidding. These units have been surrounded by Prussia. But here comes more Prussian reinforcements, so while Prussia's getting destroyed on this side, France is getting destroyed by Prussia and Sweden on this side. Not a whole lot of them left, and now they just keep bouncing each other out. Both sides of the battlefield keep bouncing each other out. Prussia's losing over here, but Bavaria's losing over here. It's just... good grief, this is getting down to the wire. There's 11 minutes left in this replay. There's only a few... Oh, we have the guards of Paris holding... Well, not anymore. They're going to get charged in the back. Oh, they're going to have to go back and guard Paris. So now Sweden and Prussia and what's left of Russia can push over here where France was victorious. Korov is still attacking. Look at this. He's attacking some cuirassiers. But yeah, I don't know if France has what it takes. Look at this. They're getting volleyed as they're charging up here. I think they've lost. I think they're going to lose now. Yeah, bayonet charge going in here. This is a... Ooh, this is a really large unit. And France is going to probably start losing the units here. These grenadiers are spent. I don't know if they even noticed the Prussians were even here. Yeah. Russia may be able to break them on their own, but it's going to take France trying to consolidate here. I'm going to start fast forwarding here as this battle is starting to get to a very spotty moment where, you know, nothing's truly happening. Ooh, what a game. What a game. Just crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Prussia's still right here. Just firing at the flank. I don't know if France even sees this. Do they see this? Because they're about to lose their whole army. Oh my goodness. Okay, France is gone. And that will bring an end to the battle. Just fast forward here. What a game, though. Well played. France's flank. I think the problem is they got stuck here. They got stuck here, and then they had their flank. I think if they hadn't gotten a punch through right here, they would have won. But this was just, they used the town, they used the road, and they were able to just totally slicing the armies in half. They sliced the French in half. And it was too costly. Too costly. Okay, I think there's a building that needs to be taken. And some cav that need to be killed, but other than that, I will skip to the end so you guys can see the stats, the end results of this game. Alright guys, this one was sent in by Roundstead, playing as the Denmark player. What a game. Look at the kills. Everybody almost got basically 1,000 kills, or more. Man, Mr. Cookie did really well with the Swedish, probably with the Bavarians, but so did, wow, 3,300 kills by the French player. Man, I just think that was a well-played game. I love games like that. So close, so much down to the end. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more and you are not subscribed and you want to support my channel, we're trying to reach 500 subscribers so I can play a NTW3 match versus my wife. Sounds crazy. My wife's never played this game before, so I gotta teach her a little bit, and then we're going to record it, both sides, hopefully, and let you guys watch if I'm sleeping on the couch that night or not. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's about it, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, or night, or evening, or morning. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in another video.